我知道这么快速提高你的英语水平其实很简单，你需要欢迎大家收看今天的课程，大家别忘记关注我的频道，还有点铃铛，不要错过我每周的课程。I get this question 10 times a day. 麦克老师，我要快速提高我的英语，你有什么方法？其实快速提高英语的方法是有的，但是你还是需要靠你自己的努力。We all want to learn other languages faster, and some study methods are more efficient than other study methods. But is it possible to learn a language in just 3 months? Yes, it is. Is it difficult? Very difficult. The biggest problem I see when people ask me this question is that they want to learn it fast so they can pass a test. And most of the time it just means they were too lazy to study hard for the test and they're looking for a shortcut. And if your whole purpose is just to pass the test, well, you're not going to be too passionate about it. So the first thing you need to realize if you want to improve your English quickly is you need to be passionate about what you are doing.
太好了，快要高考了，太兴奋了。
你会碰到这种人吗？不会吧？ Yeah, that's not going to work. So just imagine with me for 1 minute. Close your eyes and just think, if you spoke English fluently, would you be more successful? Could you get a better job? Would it open up travel opportunities? Perhaps new dating opportunities? Could it get you a promotion? Could it make you richer? Okay, open your eyes and whatever you imagined, I want you to use that as your motivation for learning English. But if you are not motivated by your dreams, maybe you are motivated by fear. So you can also close your eyes and think about all the people you might never meet, all the tests that you might fail. I hope that's not your main reason, but if it is, just remember, bigger reasons, bigger passions. Bigger passions, bigger success. What's your reason? If you don't have a reason just yet, don't worry about it. I still think this lesson is going to help you a lot. So there are a lot of different aspects that you can improve quickly in English that I will talk about in this series. But today I want to talk about number 1, the fastest and most efficient way to learn English. Reading. Lots and lots of reading. How do I know this? Because it's a proven fact that people who read have much bigger vocabularies. Why? Because they're always reading and learning new words. Doesn't matter if it's a book or an article or a magazine or some 微信公众号. And as an added benefit, I recommend you read out loud. Remember, whatever goes in here should come out. So you're not only learning by seeing, but also learning by speaking. Just read. Don't waste your time studying vocabulary and grammar. If you can read English stories, you're going to learn lots of vocabulary and you're going to learn grammar naturally. What if you don't like to read much? Well, you need to find something you like to read about. Pick some topics that interest you, and most importantly, choose the correct level. If your English level is a beginner level, you're going to need to start by reading children's books. I know it may seem childish at first, but you just need to spend a little time, build up your vocabulary and grammar, and you can move up very quickly. If you have 0 English level, I strongly recommend you go back and watch my 从零开始学英语的视频. And you can go to 麦克老师.com and download the 625 most common English words. Once you learn those, you'll be able to read any children's book, and probably even some basic English novels. Let me give you an example. Peppa the pig, you know her, you love her. Let's read Bedtime for Peppa. One evening, Peppa and George are finishing their dinner. And if you're reading out loud, you can exaggerate your words. Exaggerate. It is almost bedtime. But the little piggies are not sleepy. Piggies? 什么意思啊? Oh, it means baby pigs. So this brings me to my next point. finding new vocabulary. Write down any vocabulary words you don't know so you can remember them later. Let's continue reading. Can we play outside for just a tiny bit? Peppa asks. And that brings me to the fourth point, which is notice the commas, periods, and question marks. All right, says Daddy Pig, but you must come in when we call you for your bath. For question marks, we need to raise our voice. Can we play outside for just a tiny bit? For commas and periods, we need to remember to make a small pause. All right, says Daddy Pig. Notice the small pause there after the comma. Now, if you have to stop reading the book too many times, that means the book is too difficult for you. If you don't have to stop, that means it is much too easy for you. Sort of like this one is for me. So if it's too easy, like Peppa, then maybe you can try something else that's interesting to you. For me, I like to read about history and science and other non-fiction stories. This book is A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking. Not quite the same level as Peppa Pig. And even a native speaker like myself can probably learn a lot of new vocabulary words. A well-known scientist once gave a public lecture on astronomy. Astronomy? He described how the Earth orbits around the Sun and how the Sun, in turn, orbits around the center of a vast collection of stars called our galaxy. So as you can see, there's a few high-level vocabulary words, astronomy, orbits, and you can make note of those or highlight it, do whatever you want. Just don't forget to read out loud, exaggerate what you're saying, watch the commas, periods, and question marks, and write down the new vocabulary words that you come across. Whatever you have to do, if you have to buy some books on Taobao, download a reading app, or go to the library. There's still libraries, right? People still go to the library? I don't care. If you want to improve your English quickly, you need to read and read a lot. If you want fast improvement, you need to read at least 2 hours a day. If that's too much time, then you have to go at your own slow pace. But I'm telling you, this is one of the fastest ways to improve your English. And I will talk about the other fast ways in future videos. Let's help each other out and leave some reading suggestions in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Get out there and read and 快速提高你的英语水平。我是麦克老师，下次再见。